How's it going, everybody? First of all, just want to apologise. I don't know how much you're actually going to be able to see because of the camera. I'm actually in the car driving up to Derry to pick my brother up from university. He's moving out for the summer. So I thought that I would try and get a bit of a video done on the way up, since I've got an hour and a half or so to kill. And I'll be travelling on my own, so you're probably not going to be able to see very much because of the light coming into the car. Also, I'll probably go in and out of focus, and the camera is actually lodged in between the head restraint of the passenger side seat, so chances are it's going to hit the zoom button and you can get a big massive close-up of my face, which isn't ideal, but if it happens I'll edit later on and put some pretty pictures to keep you entertained. I don't even know how much you're going to be able to hear with the sound of the car and the fact that the camera is lodged, like I said, in between the head restraints, so it might actually be covering the microphone and I could just be talking for the sake of talking here. But that's basically what I want to do this video for. I've got an hour and a half, like I said, to myself to do a bit of thinking. And basically I just want to video it in case there's anything worth talking about comes up in terms of where I am with my training and my progress for this photo shoot that's coming up. So I guess first of all the thing that I want to address is that over the last week and a half, maybe getting close to 2 weeks now, I've been in a bit of a funk. I'm not about to start making excuses because I've seen a load of things online that have just made me think, you know, I can make all the excuses that I want, but at the end of the day, if you want to do something, you'll do it, and you'll do it with as much determination that is required to get the result. And that's also made me think about what I want and what my goal is. So at the start of this, my goal was to look as best I can for the summer. By the 17th of August, that's when the photo shoot is. I want to look as best I can for that photo shoot, and then take it from there and figure out where I want to go from there. Do I want to keep going the same sort of training, same sort of diet to work towards a similar goal? Do I want to change things up? And I honestly don't know yet. I'm about 6 weeks away from the photo shoot now, and it's not an ideal time to hit a brick wall, so to speak. Yeah, some people have said to me before, you know, like the wish that they had the willpower to do. To go onto a diet and change the way that they eat and change their lifestyle and start exercising and this, that and the other, and you can understand where they're coming from. You know, like it's a hard thing to get out of whenever you're stuck in your habits and you're stuck in your routines. I mean, like, it was a massive thing for me to actually get off the sofa and decide that I wanted to lose weight, and not only lose weight, I wanted to look better and be better. Basically, the reason that I got off the sofa and the reason that I wanted to do this and to get fit and healthy is because I went through a breakup, and a breakup that was during a pregnancy, and I was expecting a son, actually this time last year. So his birthday's coming up, he's going to be 1, and it has absolutely flown by. It's serious. So the goal when I started was my son being born, and I wanted to be fit, and I wanted to be healthy, and I wanted to look good. Because I wanted to be able to play with my son and not be out of breath, and I wanted to be able to go to the park with him and play with him and just be healthier, and also have something to show him that would make him proud of his dad. So that was the goal then, and I did that. I lost a lot of weight and got healthy, and I've been going to the gym for close to a year by the time he was, no, not even, about a half a year by the time that he was born, and I've been going ever since. So it was, what I'm trying to get at is that goal had a set time, just like the goal that I have now. So I have a date where I have a photo shoot. The difference between this goal and the goal date where my son would be born was that the end result was easier to visualize. So at the end of it, I knew that I would have my son in my arms, and I would have something in front of me, and that was the goal achieved. This one seems to be messing with my head a wee bit more, because I'm just getting used in terms of my dieting and training. I've only been at this for a year and a half. It's from February last year, 2014, until now. It's not long in terms of like fitness journeys, and I think it's hard for me to visualize what I want to look like, or what I'm likely to look like. So that vision isn't there to work towards in this. It's hard to explain. I suppose one of the big questions that you need to have answered, and to first of all ask and have answered, is why you're doing something. Why is that your goal, and why do you want to do X, Y, or Z, and those kind of things? Because there's different kinds of goals. So there's people I know who want to lift 100 kilo deadlift, and to me that's easy to visualize, because you can go into the gym and you can see yourself lifting 80, 85, 90, 95 kilos, and you can see the progress. But with body composition, I think it's different, because I've never looked like this. So I don't know. It's not as easy as a number, as seeing numbers going up on a sheet, or numbers and weights and stuff going up on a program that you're doing in the gym. It's harder for me to visualize what not only just what I want to look like, but what I can actually look like, what my body is actually made of, and how my body works. And I don't know what is realistic, because, like I said, I've never looked like this before. I've never been this weight before. At the start of it, I was like, I want to have 6-pack abs and I want to be lean, but that's a hard thing to achieve, like. So in the first goal, the why was very, very easy for me. It was very easy to ask why I wanted to do what I did, and it was because of the breakup. Like I said, I wanted to try and prove something. I wanted to try and essentially wanted to try and when not to be spilling my heart out or anything, but I wanted to try and win the girl back. And then on top of that, I wanted to be healthy for my son. So that was a massive, massive motivator when I was in the gym and whenever I was eating food, and I was very, very strict with myself. And the why is very hard to answer this time around, because to me, it seems like a vanity kind of goal, and it doesn't matter either way. Because it's my goal, and it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. People might think, oh, going for 6-pack abs and stuff, you must be big-headed, or you're trying to lift this amount of weight and stuff, you're a meathead, or you're whatever, you're going to be a powerlifter, or whatever, weighs up, and just be healthy. But at the end of the day, it's up to me. It's what I want to do, or at least what I think I want to do. So I'm kind of drifting in and out of different thoughts, and different things are coming in my mind here. So like, I was talking about people's willpower to do something, and I can see where they're coming from, but I don't think that it's willpower that makes people do what they do and change their ways and change their habits and want to make a difference and want to make a change to their lives. The kind of way that I think about it is that if it's all willpower, what happens when willpower goes away? You fall apart, and you stop going to the gym, you stop eating right, or so I don't think it's down to all right, there is willpower there because you need to have some sort of discipline and things like that. But I think, in my eyes anyway, it's more the ability to be ignorant. But that's a difficult one to kind of pinpoint as well, because for so long I had the ability to be ignorant about what people were thinking, or what I wanted to eat, and so I was able to ignore my triggers, and like if I wanted something sugary, or if I wanted to have a McDonald's, or if I wanted to have a KFC or any takeaway or anything stupid like that, I had the ability to ignore that because my goal was so strong and the why was there and I was focused. And I was like, no, that's not going to help me, so I'm going to not listen to myself here, and instead I'm going to have, you know, some homemade chicken and veg and whatever it was, you know. But on the flip side of that as well, if you're strong enough to be ignorant in that sense, you're also strong enough to be ignorant on the other side of the scale. So there's been times where I've had a bad day, and I've found myself going into the shop, and in my head I'm going, no, you don't need these sweets, you don't need this chocolate, you don't need that fizzy drink or whatever I'm going into the shop for. And I'm having that mental debate with myself where my head's going no, and it's almost as if it sounds like an excuse as well, but it's almost like I'm on autopilot, walking into the shop and lifting it anyway, and the whole time around the shop it's like screaming in my head going no, put it down. And the next thing, I'm at the counter paying for all these sweets and crisps and crap, and then the same thing when I'm eating it. I'm looking at it and it's in my hand, and I'm like, this is junk, this is sugar, this isn't going to help you. And within half an hour, if even, a bag of sweets, a bar of chocolate, crisps, drinks are absolutely annihilated.